Hello and welcome to a new training video from Skolera. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the HOD interface, the Academic Head of Department. What does the Academic Head of Department need to do and how he can do his work? Basically, the main role for the Academic Head of Department is supervision over the teacher's performance and students as well, of course. Now, if you log in successfully, this should be your landing page. The landing page will include blocks. Each block represents one of the courses that you are in charge of, the courses you're supervising. For each course, it will tell you the name of the teachers who are teaching this course and the classes who are taking this course. One of the main things that you need to do, or the starting point, is to check the course planner. Make sure that the teachers have included the course planner correctly. To do that, just click on the green icon right here, the course planner icon. This opens the course planner. You can see the course planner itself. The course planner is basically what we are going to teach students in this subject this year. And it's divided into three sections: the main topic, subtopics. Inside each subtopic there are lessons. For each lesson we have the lesson name, the learning objectives for the lesson, and the expected delivery date. Although you can always change these dates and alter them, we do suggest that you leave the dates that you've put so that you can actually assess at the end of the year whether the plan was correct or not, whether your teachers are following the plan correctly or not. If you need to add any of this, the course planner can, by the way, be created either by the teachers or by the Academic Head of Department. Just one person needs to create it for the entire course. If you need to create another block, you just go to Create New Topic. In here, write the name of the second topic. We'll call this Topic 2, for example. And under Topic 2, you can add the units. And we'll call these Unit 3. Save that. And you can add another unit. Unit 4. And save it. Now we've got this, so we just click on Save. Okay. Now we need to add the lessons inside these units. So you click on the unit name, and it tells you here that no lessons have been added, so you need to start adding the lessons. Just the name of the lesson. So we'll call this lesson 5, and the learning objectives of the lesson. You can add as many learning objectives as you need. Objective 5, and the second objective, objective 6, and so on. You can add as many. Plus you add the date. Now this date is the beginning of the week during which you expect the teachers to explain this lesson. So it will only be selected from Sundays, which is the beginning of the week. Let's say we want this to be on the 4th of August, right up there, the week starting on the 4th of August, and then you click Save. You can add multiple lessons, of course, under the same unit if you wish to. Remember that whatever you structure here becomes the layout that's used later on by teachers and by students for dividing and for organizing their resources. Now, once we've done this, we can go back to our course homepage. Okay? You can do that, of course, for multiple courses and multiple topics all around. The other thing that the Academic Head of Department need to do is supervising the teachers. Now, let's say I want to supervise this teacher, Miss Imtinan, to see exactly what she's doing inside the classes. All you have to do is just click on her name. By clicking on the name, that takes you into the course, and you're supervising the classes that belong to Miss Imtinan. In the overview, it tells you that she's teaching class B. You can take a look at the content she created in details. And if you notice here, these are the structures that we added. We added this topic 2, so we'll find topic 2 with unit 3, lesson 5, which we added into it, and so on. Okay? If you look at topic 1, this is what we had before, and the lessons and the plans that were found inside it. You can also check her assignments, the online quizzes, posts inside the courses, Teachers Hub, and this is the place where you can communicate with your teachers privately, away from students and parents. You can either send it as a post, which will be like an open discussion between you and the teachers of this course, or it can send as a private message to a particular one of the teachers. If I just want to write to Miss Imtinan, for example, I'm going to select her name from here, or I can add both, write the subject for this message, and then write the message itself and just send the message. Now this is how you can communicate with them. Also, you can take a look at the virtual classes. that are planned and designed for this course. You can schedule your own classes as well. Okay? And you can check the previous meetings. If previous meetings were attended, you can take a look at the previous meetings and see what's there. You can also switch from one teacher to another. Now I want to see the things related to Mr. Wael. Okay? Now Mr. Wael is teaching class A, and you can see all the different things. You can do the same things from all around. So this is how, as an HOD, an academic head of department, how I can contribute or check or even create the course planner, how I can supervise my teachers, taking a look at the different classes and the different parts inside. Remember that out of concept, we believe that only the teacher should be the one to create assignments, quizzes, and content for the classes. As a head of department, you should be able to supervise that. But if you see something that you don't like or something that you think can be made better, you should communicate with your teachers through the Teachers Hub, send them a message asking them to improve on whatever is found. Other than that, on the menu here on the side, from my school, you have my zones. This is basically where if you belong to a zone or a group of users, you can join this group of users and interact with them. You can also see your eLibrary, which is your own private storage space. You can upload files to your eLibrary. Each time you can upload up to 5 files. Each file is 50 megabytes. Once the files are uploaded, you'll be able to download or delete or view these files if you want to. You can also search for files by file name or by a date. The photo gallery, okay, this is basically albums that are assigned to courses that you supervise. So you can take a look at these courses right there, and if you enter into any of these photo albums, you can take a look at them. If pictures are added, you should be able to see them. If not, you can upload your own pictures and images into it. You can even tag them, and these will then be visible to students and parents and to teachers of this course. Question bank is another major part. You can contribute directly by adding questions into the question bank. First of all, once you see the question bank right there, you can open the filter and filter the questions in the question bank based on your requirements. The section, you want questions related to which section? Only sections that you belong to will appear here. Stages, levels, courses. Also the main subjects, core subjects that you belong to. Question types, difficulty level, number. Bloom's taxonomy, you can even search for questions by a particular Bloom's taxonomy or by learning objectives as well. Okay? This will filter the questions that you have in the question bank. To view any of the questions, you can just click on View Content. This will open the question itself. You can see the question body. You already have the type of question, okay, the difficulty level, and so on. You can, if you want, to edit or view the details or delete this question if you would like to. To add new questions in the question bank directly, you can just click on Add Question. Fill in the required fields. Which subject does this belong to? Which objectives? The courses, the difficulty level, the question type, and then start creating the questions exactly as you would normally create questions in a quiz. Then you can add these questions to the question bank. Next we go to my days, and under my days these are things related to time, including my calendar, from which you can view the school calendar right up there, the different events, academic, vacations and normal events, plus personal events. You can also create your own personal events by clicking on Create Event, selecting the start date and time and the end date and time for the event. You can write a subject for this event. You can even write notes about it if you'd like. And click on Create. Once created, the event will show up in your calendar right there. You can filter the calendar by academic, vacations, events or personal. You can also view the calendar by week or by day if you wish to. The other thing here is the timetable, where you can take a look at the timetable. Now, because you're an academic head of department, you probably are supervising numerous teachers, so you can select to look at a particular section, particular stage, if you want to. Okay, and it will show these sections of stage. It will show you here, and it will say on each day of the week which classes have been covered and which classes that you supervise, which day, which lesson of the day they belong to. Finally, the last thing is in Connect. And under Connect, you can go back to your old messages, where you can view messages that you've sent or received. Received and sent messages appear here. You can filter by send and receive messages, filter by recipient, by sender role, by a particular date range to view the messages. To view any of the messages, just click on it. Now, if the message has not been read before, you will find that the message title is highlighted and there is a little rounded colored dot next to it. This means that you haven't read this message yet. Once you read the message, this will disappear, of course, and it will be a normal message. You can look at the message is actually a thread. Remember that as an academic head of department, you will automatically receive copies of any communication between teachers and students or parents. Whether the message is started from the teacher or by the students and parents and sent to the teachers, as an academic head of department, for supervision purposes, you will automatically receive a copy of that. In some cases, maybe the question or the item, the issue raised by the student or the parent, you should be the one to answer it, not the teachers. In this case, you can actually definitely reply, and the teachers will also see that you've replied to the message, as well as the school administration that will notice that. The last thing we have in Connect is our announcements, and this takes you back to viewing all the active announcements and the archived announcements. Active announcements are shown in here with the show until date. As long as this show until date hasn't been reached, it will continue to be an active announcement. Once this date comes, it will disappear from here, but will still exist in your archived or the ancient, the earlier announcements. You can check any of these announcements to view its content, see what's written in the announcement, or even if it contains files, you can click on View File and it will show you the files. You can even download these files to keep a copy of them if you wish to. This brings us to the end of the Academic Head of Department interface. I would very strongly suggest, however, as an academic head of department, that you should go through the list of videos of the teachers so you know exactly what the teachers can and cannot do, because that's what you will supervise. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you in future videos with Skolera.